Why, hello and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your hosting guide, Zollin, Ironshield, and this is a LOTRO adventure today, my friends. So, if you've been following along, I've been doing a lot lately. I've been doing a lot of review videos of the United Cutlery replicas and stuff, but we're back. And if you've been watching the Lord of the Rings adventure playlist, you will have seen maybe had a second wait time if you're watching all these videos. But we're good. We're going to do some fun stuff today. I need to try to get to level 150. I'm a little bit behind, but that's okay. We're going to catch up. And the best part is we're going to be able to make videos out of it, right? So we can all hang out and have fun together. So I hope you're all having a great and wonderful day in Middle-earth, my friends. And let's see. I think I actually have the right place to go. So I need to pick grapes at the Vineyards. So let's do it. Let's do it. I'm over here in the grand north of Foreshell, and now we're teleporting to the far, far south. We've pretty much traveled across the entire Middle-earth with that teleport, or map travel. All right, let me open my daily boxes here. Ooh, I got some bonuses. All right. Ooh, those cicadas are a little loud. Is it ambience? Yeah, we're gonna have to turn those down, because that's gonna like kill my eardrums. Okay, and hopefully not yours as well. I don't want everyone's eardrums dead. Okay, so let's see. We like to hear with our ears, not hear. Yes. Mind you, I know it's very hard for some people who actually have hearing problems or death. So take care of your ears. I'm sure all those people who maybe lost hearing because of some job they worked or something, I'm sure they would tell you, take care of your ears. Don't blast, especially headphones and stuff in your ears. I know it's fun to have it at a certain threshold, the music or whatever, to kind of feel it. But especially headphones and earbuds, it's directly putting that sound into your eardrum, right? Again, if you're at a big concert and you're right in front of the giant speaker that's blasting and you basically can't feel your face, that's not good for your ears either. I don't do that personally, but yeah, so I have been to some good concerts. I went to a Kenny G concert. You guys know who Kenny G is? Yeah, that was fun. I had like front row seats. My friend was like, hey, I know we're both like, I'm a saxophone player. And he's like, ooh, Kenny G's has he's in our town and he's going to be doing a concert here. And he was like, my neighbors didn't want these tickets that they spent $300 on each. Crazy. They were like front row seats. So it was kind of fun. It's kind of fun to like be that close, to the performance where you're like, he actually walked down and like, there he is. Playing the saxophone like a foot from you. But it was pretty fun. But anyway, side stories. Where am I supposed to take this? Carry the stack pile to... Is it her? Nope. Alright, I'm about to run out of time here. It says I'm supposed to take it right here. It says her name. What? Oh, interesting. I had to walk from the other direction. That was weird.
You are here to help?
You are here to help? Well, I guess. Ah, there's my delivery. It has been difficult to source quality wood as of late. Of using recovered flotsam will help me keep up the production. Perhaps the wine aged in the barrels I'll make will be briny and taste of the sea. Because that is what everyone wants, salty wine. No, I don't drink. Is that what everyone wants, guys? Is that yummy? I wouldn't know. Alright, so let's go do the... So we're supposed to pick some grapes here. I do always think that, like, vineyards are gorgeous, though. Yeah. Again, I think I've told you guys in the past, I have nothing against people drinking alcohol. I just personally don't drink alcohol. For reasons, it's kind of out of a principle. My father had issues with it, so kind of caused a lot of problems. But you know what? That's okay. But again, I don't care if my friends drink as long as it's responsible. I just personally don't like alcohol myself. All right. And also, never drank it, but when I was really young, my dad had me like taste it, and I was like, oh, this is nasty. In fact, I had a cherry the other day. I didn't realize had like a small bit of like, you know those like candied cherries that have chocolate? I ate one. I was like, oh, this is good. And then I was like, what is that awful after? What is that taste I'm tasting in it? And then I found out it had like a tiny, you know, minute alcohol, whatever in it, like from France. I was like, ew. Well, I don't like these anymore. It was gross. It was really gross. Like the cherry and the chocolate was so good, and then I started tasting this weird aftertaste, and I was like, oh, what is that, alcohol?
You have done very well with the work.
You have done very well with the work. Should you wish to aid us in the future, I would not refuse the assistance, but I suppose the king has other tasks for you. I set aside some bottles for your company. Bring them to the king's provisioner, and be sure to tell her that if she wishes to produce more of the cellars of Minas Tirith, the vineyards of Impella, how does he say it? Is it Imfella or Impella? Imfella? I'm gonna say what, if it's a long A or short, I think it's a short A. Imfella will give her a fair price. The king should have the finest of wines for his table. Don't you agree? I mean, yes, I would assume so. All right. I mean, it's cool. I like their little bottles. All right, bring it to, I guess, this person over here. All right. Grethel.
Thank you for these. No, we cannot open them now.
Thank you for these, Zollin. No, we cannot open them now. We must save them for the right time. I am certain they will live up to their reputation. But if we were to drink them now in the field, we would truly be wasting the opportunity to enjoy them. Perhaps when the king's business in Peneth Gelin is done. Where does he intend to travel next? All right, talk to King Elisar.
Our next destination is Ost-Arndir, stronghold of the Lord of the Green Hills.
Yes. Yes, he's got a funny...
Our next destination is Ost-Arndir,
stronghold of the Lord of Green Hills. It was to keep of my friends, and after his death at Pelennor, his daughter now rules from the seat. All right. I understand. I skipped a line, excuse me. I understand after his death. I'm like, I skipped something there.
Healwyn's daughter is named Nauriel. She is high
Healwyn's
in the order
daughter
of knights
is
that
named
protects
Nauriel.
Pinnoth-Gelly.
And she is high in the order of the knights that protects Pinnoth-Gelly. It is the tradition in this land that women may also wield sword and sceptra. She is married to Carendolian, who is the brother of Durinhurn of the Blackroot Vale, though I'd recall the two are quite different in temper. The son of Naril and Carendolion is named Thorengil, and must now be about 10 years old. Elisar nods. Yes, I am afraid, Herlion spoke often of our campaign in Umbar, and while it has been many years since I wore the name Thorengil, his grandson was given that name in remembrance of me. I would prefer you not speak of it to Nariel or her son. There must be few in Outer Gondor these days who know the warrior Thorengil and the king Elisar for the same name, same man, and I would like to keep it that way. Ost-Arndir is the northeast of Imfel. Let us travel there now, before Grerith burdens our pack horses with more bottles of wine than we need. To speak honestly, this may have happened already. He's like, we don't need that much.
I'm afraid Healwyn spoke often of our campaign in Umbar.
All right, so we can travel to the next place.
You are here to help.
To Ost-Arndir. All right, we'll take a swift travel. 144 silver? They're trying to rip me off. Beautiful horn piece in the background there. Lord of the Rings Online's music is so good. It's such an honor and so fun that I was able to interview Chance Thomas here on the channel too. who did so much of it. I don't know if he particularly wrote this music we're listening to right now, but he has all the original themes for this game.
Someone needs to do something. You will not believe what I found.
I just got back from trying to gather firewood in the woods west of the city, and will you not believe what I found? Cave claws! They've burst through the mountainside and infesting the forest. Someone needs to take care of those vermin before they multiply, before they come down into Ost-Ondir itself. Sarek Sunders at the thought and looks at you oh, it's his name, sorry. Sunders at the thought and looks at you empathetically. He's like, okay, so he's very upset. I understand. The little hearing thing gets a little bit, tight in my ears sometimes. All right, let's see here. Let's go find the... Again, I don't really want to do too many of these side quests because I'm actually technically way too strong already for them. So we'll keep them for a LOTRO tale in the future when we get here. Yes, we will get here someday with a LOTRO tale. Mark my words. Holy, the music got so loud. That music was like... There we go. Is that the guy we need to talk to? Yes, it is.
Welcome to Ost-Ondir, home of the Lady Norio, Knight of the Green Hills.
And Lord of Pinnithgelen. She awaits you inside the hall. Well, thank you, kind sir. You're very sprightly and happy. That's all right. All right, in we go. You know what's so funny? Oh, another player. LOTRO is such a big open world, right? Like I always say in these videos and in my streams, and you all know it. I don't need to say it again. You know, you get to these newer games, like, I'm not gonna rag on it. It's got some good parts, and it's a good game too. But there are some things that people don't like, which is one of the things I'm gonna say. But like, Starfield, right? Is that the new game? It's like the Skyrim of space that they made. It has so many loading things, and everyone makes a meme about it, that everything you do, you load into. In Lord of the Rings Online, you can cross literally from, you can literally go from now, Ered Luin to, and if you cross through Dunland and go through Rohan, I'm pretty sure you can get all the way to Mount Doom without ever loading. Like, you just walk and you get there. And that's something about this engine that's hugely, like, amazing and cool. And the only time you really load is when you go into an instance, right, that has to reset all the time, or you go into a house, right, because it brings you into a different dimension, being inside a building, right? And that's just because that's how the engine works from when it was made. But isn't that amazing that there's probably totally so much less loading for a game that was just made at the time you put this video out to Lord of the Rings Online that's like 16 and a half years old. It's getting close to actually, I think it's getting close to, it's gonna be 17 years old, I think, around the time of making this video. And the game's still like, it's a pretty dang freaking amazing game. I mean, I know I'm one to, you know, maybe a little bit on the I'm partial to Lord of the Rings Online, but you know what I'm saying. He's upstairs, I think, because I see a ring, but he must be upstairs. Or she must be upstairs. I'm supposed to talk to Lady Nario. Okay. This is going downstairs. Is she downstairs or is she upstairs? The Keep of Us, lower level. Alright, this man. It looks like this is an underground forge. Now, here's another cool thing about Lord of the Rings Online. Have you noticed that we're going through all these doors and none of them, they're just opening, you're not loading anymore? That's something new they've been adding to all the new regions, because now, with computers today, we don't need to load everything. So it's almost like, I feel like with these newer games, the fact that Lord of the Rings Online has made it where you load even less now, right? Going through doors, you just open doors, and if it's not a special room, now of course this one is a special room, so I think this is my door we're supposed to go, it'll have you load. But again, it loads instantaneously. Oh no, we're going outside, that's why it loaded. Okay, I see. So that was what I was saying. It's still gonna load when you go in and out of buildings, but I mean, it loads in like, what is it, like a quarter second? Some of these load times of these new games, it'll be like 30, 40 seconds long because it's so much information. That's outside too. All right, let's go back upstairs. But yeah, it's just like the fact that I can open these doors like this, Like, this is a perfect building example. I promise I did not think about it when I made the example to come into this new building. But definitely kind of cool. You don't have permission to use that. That must be for a special quest. If it doesn't let you open a door, it's usually because of that. Aha, here. Wait, which of these doors goes up? Again, one thing about Lord of the Rings Online is the world's so big. That's why I make a lot of guide videos. I've never done this yet. But for everything I have done, I make guide videos because people need it. There's the stairs. Should have just probably gone to the left and checked. That would have made more sense. It makes sense where the stairs are. I just didn't look. But yeah, anyway, I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. Again, if you're enjoying this, don't forget to like and subscribe. Or I do not have permission yet to go in there. Where does this go? Is this outside? This is outside. Oh, it's a balcony outside. Oh, how pretty. Oh, it's gorgeous. Look at the lake. Oh man, I should make an ambiance video of that. Look at that. Look at the reflection of the moon on the water. It's so cool. And the stars. Yeah, man. I mean, this game looks so good, guys. There it is. I'm gonna make a shirt. I'm gonna make a shirt, guys. I'm gonna do it. Someone made a comment that I should make a shirt of that. Look at the water! Because I always say that about this game. Oh man, so funny. Let's go this way. But I've said it several times now in the past few weeks on things, but in case you missed it, I used to know this game when it was first made and the water looked pretty awful. So the fact that the water looks so good now with a lot of the updates, it's awesome. Alright, here we go. We're here. Nariel.
I am pleased to see you among the Green Hills, King Elisar and Queen Arwen.
I am pleased to see you among the Green Hills, King Elisar and Queen Arwen. You and all your company are welcome to stay for as long as you pleases you. You know that there are dangers still in Penithgelin. For Haradrim fighters were transported here on Corsair ships during the war, and my knights have not yet found them all. Raiders from Umbar, too, have come up the river in small boats and harry our people. But I see warriors among your company, and if they exercise caution, they should fear little. I understood you have brought Golithgil's heir, Orglas, with you on this visit. My son Thorongil will be delighted to be entertain a boy of his own years. Perhaps this dwarf, Zollin, will show Orglas to my son's chambers. You will find them to the northeast, through the door on the right. Yeah, sure. I will, good thing I like kids. I'm just kidding. Zollin walks away. Let's see. Wait, door on her right. So if she's sitting that way, this would be her son's door, right? Wait. Is it downstairs? Hold on. Before we just run around the whole building here. You don't have permission to use that once it's not that door. All right, find room. Find the room. I like it. I was like, find the room. Oh, Thorongil and Orglas stand uncertainly together. Why aren't you guys playing? You're kids. Hello. You are a guardian. Are you a good one?
Thorongil dismisses your answer with a casual wave and turns to Orglas.
I am going to train to be a knight when I'm old enough. It won't be very long from now. Just a year or two. I already been practicing my swordplay with sticks and with implements from the kitchen. Do you want to see? We can pretend to duel, and whoever wins gets to be king of Outer Gondor. I wager King Elisar will be very impressed with us. Back home in Lon Sirion, Hurant often lets me climb to the tower and look out over the sea, and I have seen a great many Corsair ships going through, and there across the waves. Once when the sky was clear, I thought I could see all the way to Umbar, but he said that wasn't possible. But I have very sharp eyes, just like my father did, and he was a great mariner and fought bravely at the Black Gate of Mordor. I will be fine, Zollin. You can go now.
You decide to leave the boys to their game and see if Hervin has any work for you. Alright, well, off we go. Well, I guess we'll go and find him in the next episode. You guys have a great day. Hopefully you had fun there. It's a kind of a fun little story. I like how they incorporate the occasional, like, really, you know, something will be really epic, and then they'll go to something that's like, just like, you know, you're helping children, right? Like, I love that Lord of the Rings Online. It gives such a nice contrast to, like, your character is, like, humble. You know what I mean? He won't be, like, stooped to be like, I can't stoop to helping children. You know, he will, you know? Like, I love that. I think it's really cool. So anyway, thanks so much, guys. Have a great and wonderful day in Middle-earth. Baruch Hazad Kuzar, menu. Subscribe button's there. Thanks to my Patreons. And I'll see you guys in the next episodes of a LOTRO adventure. And, see you in the next one. Stay happy.